Greetings fellow wargamers and welcome to Extol's battle blog, ramblings and reflections. This is my first video blog ever, so bear with me as I try to make this as enjoyable as possible. This match is my Sylvan Elves against Avengers Dread Elves. For magic I have started to use 2 level 2 on Heavens. I go for Blizzard, Curse of the Vestal and Thunderbolt on my Arcane Tomb Wizard, and my Scroll Wizard has Blizzard and Lightning Storm. My opponent has 1 level 4 on Black Magic and 1 level 2 on Death. The level 4 on Black Magic has Freezing Gale, Blade Storm, Crippling Agony and Bolt of Darkness. The level 2 on Death has Touch of the Reaper and Crawling Spirits. The snipe spells are something that really frightens me, because I do not have a ward on my BSB, and my general just have a 5-up ward. Okay, we rolled up map number 2 from the ETC maps, and we chose the deployment type as well, classic. Then we rolled up hold the ground, the 6 inches from the center, have the maximum scoring units, then you win. I deployed my entire army first. We put 1 unit each, then I just went for it. My deployment from left to right is 6 Blade Dancers. Then I have my Tree Father, my Great Eagle, or one of them. Behind everything are my 16 full command archers with black arrows and my 2 wizards. Then I have my Rangers with the Icon of the Relentless Company, my General with Whirlwind Blade, 5-up ward and Divine Icon. Then I have my Glorious Bastards, my Forest Guardians with a shield and, let's see, Amaryl's Banner, my BSB with Hardened Shield, the Cateran Spear and War Standard. Then I have my other Tree Father, 2 Blade Dancer units and an Eagle. After I had deployed everything, my opponent deployed his army. From right to left, he has his Repeater Auxiliaries, Harpies, Hydra. Then he has the Tower Guards with the upgrade that gives them 1 more weapon skill. I think it was, yeah. And in them he has a Captain. It's not his BSB, but a Captain that gives them Stubborn. Behind there he has 12 more Repeater Auxiliaries with his level 4. Further down the line he has another Hydra, Spearman with his level 2, a Chariot, his BSB on a Pegasus, then 2 Dread Reapers is the name for them. Yes, it is. That is the deployment. My Rangers has the Relentless Icon banner, so I march them up 15 inches and make sure that if he do not react to it, he will get charged in the next turn. Then I try to move up the rest of my army so I can counter charge if he charges into my Rangers. This is another view of how I moved up. On my left I tried to make it so if he moved his Chariot too far up, I could charge him with both my Blade Dancer units. My first magic phase, I got 12 magic dice. I do not remember where I threw everything, but the first spell I didn't get to cast, I didn't throw enough. And then my second cast I misfired on 4 dice. I put the Blizzard on the Tower Guard, so if he would charge into my Rangers, at least I would negate some of the hits. In a way I was lucky. I only took a wound on my level 2 with 3 spells and I lost 10 archers. I passed the panic, so everything is good. Oh yeah, my Eagle also took a wound. Some of the pictures are not in the correct order, so this is a picture of my opponent's magic phase. He got 12 magic dice. I do not have any more pictures of his face, because he actually managed to not get any magic through. So I was really lucky in that phase. Being a seasoned veteran in Warhammer, my opponent didn't go for the bait, so he only moved up so he could breath weapon with his Hydra on my Rangers and make sure that if I charged him, he could countercharge me. This is another view of his advancements towards my line and his certain death. Another overview, but a bit blurry, so sorry for that. But now you see the entire advancement. This picture is after his repeater auxiliaries had fired, I think, like 40 shots on that unit, like 2 wounds, I think it was. Then his Hydra fired its breath weapon and killed 8. I lost a lot of guys, but I have built these units to withstand that. They have 4 ranks when I deploy them, and this is the reason why. Now I can charge in my next turn and still have full attacks. This is after my charges in turn 2. I charged my Glorious Bastards into the leftmost Hydra, and I managed to get a flank charge off with my Blade Dancers, hoping that I would kill him and then overrun my Blade Dancers into the left flank of the Tower Guardians. On the right side, I charged my Rangers into the rightmost Hydra, hoping to overrun and get a flank charge off on the right side of the Tower Guardians. This is an overview after my movement in turn 2. I advance on the right side to threaten his archers there, or repeater auxiliaries. On the left side, he can get a flank charge off with his chariot, so I placed my dancers so they could charge him in the rear if he chose to take that charge. I also moved up both my eagles to redirect his 2 main blocks. Yeah, this is a close-up of my Glorious Bastards trying to scratch a dent in the Hydra. Watching this picture, I'm a bit unsure if he actually managed to shoot away more guys. Okay. I think he... either the 2 guys that died earlier died to repeater the Dread Reapers or something. Okay, I'm not sure what's happened, but this is what's left of my Rangers after I got the charge in. Again, we continue with good magic faces. At least we have a lot of dice. Now seriously fearing that he will flank charge my Rangers, actually, because he charged into the Eagle and he can then get a very nice flank charge into my General's unit. So, okay, trying to save them, I throw the Curse of the Rest Lies and give him reroll to hit, or reroll successful hits. I thought I would mop up this Hydra, but he fucking regen saved like a god. My Whirlwind General is a Force Guardian with Whirlwind Blade. He did 2 wounds. Then my unit did 1 wound. Then he whooped my ass. So after that fight, I had 3 rank and files, 4 rank and file, and my general. I think I lost it, and I stuck. Then this happened. He told me that he used strength 5 on his breath weapon, which is strength 4. So he insisted that I put back 4 models. So a big sportsmanship high 5 to Avengers. By the way, go look at his blog. He has the Chaos Warriors, the Black Metal blog, or whatever. A really, really, really nice guy. And I'm starting to see that I fucking failed as fuck. My Glorious Bastards, I think, maybe did a wound, or my BSB, I'm not sure, but 20 spears, 4 attacks from the BSB, which is a Force Guardian with a Sacred Spear and Hardened Shield, and War Standard. And my Blade Dancers did 1 wound. Yay! This is my opponent's left flank after charges is in his turn 2. He charged his chariot into my Blade Dancers. He charged my Eagle with Spearmen to get get it out of the way, or he would be stuck the rest of the game. Then he charges BSB into my glorious bastards, and oh, I didn't see that. And I do not like that. On the right side, he charges his repeater auxiliaries into my rangers. I think he did that because if he hadn't done that, I would charge in my tree fodder anyway, his next turn. So this way, he might actually manage to mop up my general's unit. And they are, okay, though they are small still, they are still a big threat to him. Another close-up of how the map looks. Yeah, he flew over his harpist, by the way, to try to threaten my wizard bunker. Now the magic phase are starting to normalize a bit. He got 7 magic dice, I got 6. But as his last magic phase, he didn't get off any spells, I think, because this is the only picture I have of the magic phase. I think his shooting phase wasn't that very eventful, because my next picture is of the close combat phase. And here my blade dancers, they are by the way blade dancers and not archers, are showing their worth. They took a charge of the chariot. I ward danced. I saved all his wounds. He won by 1 because he charged. I was standing on a 7 and I stuck. Then of course the spearman killed off the eagle, but now he has blocked himself. He cannot charge in anything the next turn. Then the other combat with his BSP and my BSP, I think I won. I'm not sure actually, but everyone is still alive after that fight. Then this happens. It's quite interesting actually, because he charged my eagle. I stood there, he killed it off, of course, but when he overran, he couldn't get into the flank of the unit. We saw that now, because when he wheels, he will crash into my glorious bastards. So we play this as he cannot get in at all. So he just reformed and was ready to charge me the next turn. I think this needs to be fixed. So it's not fair that he cannot charge in like that. Because then this happens. I kill off, I just pop his Hydra, and let's see, yeah, I combat reform and move to the side. This is turn 3. After my charges and moves, I have charged my tree woman into the front of the tower guardians. Then I charge my other tree father into the repeater auxiliaries. This way I hope to get a pursue run after I break the repeater auxiliaries and then hit the flank of the tower guardians. At this point I thought I only would get 1 of my units into them, and most likely the rangers. Then my blade dancers have moved over the hill and are on the backside and trying to hunt the level 4 in the small bunker there. My magic phase, he gets 5 dice and I get 5 dice. My opponent gets 5 dice because he channels 1. In my magic phase, I get off both the blizzard and the curse of the rusted lies, but I go for reroll to wound on this one. That is because the tower guardians only have strength 4 against my tree woman's toughness 6. So the reroll to wound will really hurt him. To be honest, I'm not sure if the harpies would win if they charged into that unit, but better be safe than sorry, so I shot down 3 of the harpies. They panicked and ran. After 3 combat rounds, I have 4 blade dancers left of the unit of 6, and I have killed the chariot. Oh, I will continue using 3 times 6 dancers. After the fight against auxiliaries, they had 3 models left. I auto-broke them, and then we had an interesting situation. I wanted to overrun to flank the tower guardians, but since my rangers would I thought block the Tree Father. I overran or pursued first with the Rangers, but I chose that they should run from the Tree Father. This way, I got my General and Rangers into the flank. And here is the question, because I think that when my Tree Father runs after the three surviving auxiliaries, he actually hit my unit, also my Rangers, and he will stop 1 inch behind them. Because we were a bit unsure on the rule, my opponent Avenger insisted that my Tree Father also got in. I feel a bit bad for this, but again, we ended up playing it like that. And again, he's just a great sport, and if you have the opportunity to play against him sometime, do it. You will not regret the experience. But anyway, this is when the match started to heavily favor me. He did 0 wounds to my Tree Father. 0. The Tree Fathers combined, I think they did 10 wounds. My General just whooped the ass of his chieftain on the right there. I think I lost 1 Ranger, so I auto-broke them. I think that they would be steadfast if it wasn't for the Tree Father, so I feel a bit bad again. Finally, my glorious bastards managed to kill the Hydra. It has been a pillow fight for 3 or 4 combat rounds now, and it doesn't look that good for his BSB. I won the fight against the BSB. He broke, but I couldn't catch him. So he ended up being in the middle of the forest there. My Blade Dancers block my Rangers, so I reformed them so they could charge away. Oh, not my Rangers, my Glorious Bastards, I mean. This picture is almost identical. The only difference is that all his fleeing units rallied. Also, his Harpies that rallied on a 6 managed to rally. This picture is me being scared as shit of his shooting. I think he can see me with the one of the Dread Reapers and many enough of his archers, and he can snipe me with his level 4, I think. Yeah, cause he's level 4. Him not having that many units to move after he rallied, went to the magic phase, and he got 9 dice, I got 6. I'm not sure when I used my scroll, but I think that at this moment we have both used our scrolls. I think this is me using his laser pen and seeing how close my general is from dying. I do not remember when he got his wound, but he took 1 wound from something. In his magic phase, he managed to get off crippling agony on my Tree Father. Still, he's a big threat, but I think he now has strength 5 instead of strength 6 or something. Sorry for the picture in the wrong angle, but I had to take this picture because he shot off the unit except 1. He did 1 wound with his last shooting, and I ward saved it. The glory of the Blade Dancers. This is the start of my turn 4, and I see a flank charge on his BSB. A flank charge is BSB. I put both my Tree Fathers into his bunker with his level 4, and I line up to shoot away his Harpies. In my magic phase I got 8 magic dice, I think, because I couldn't get 4. I do not remember how many he got. And I got off Blizzard on his BSB and Crippling Agony. I think I did the reroll to wound. I'm not sure, but anyways, on the... it was the Tower Guardians actually that was there, not his auxiliaries. Yeah, and I moved up my solo dancer to chaff up his spearman. my dancer is his front is actually against the BSB, so when he charges, they give up a flank. Another close-up of the upcoming slaughter. After the fight, I did a major mistake. I chose that he should run from the wrong tree father, so he ran sideways instead of me just running him straight off the table and through the one bolt thrower. But lesson learned, make sure that they run off the table. My blade dancers that are now fighting his BSB, I think lose the fight, but they are stubborn on a 10 rerollable. This is actually a picture after his turn 4. He killed off my blade dancers. He charged into my blade dancer, the solo blade dancer, which actually survived. I chose to war dance by some reason. I don't know why, because I was hoping it should overrun into my tree father, but it ended up being a good move, though not intentional. This is after charges in my turn 5, and this is why it was good. I had a relatively short charge into his flank, so yeah, I took it. I still have my archers to score, so charging my strongest scoring unit away from the objective was okay. And as expected, I won and ran them off the board. I thought that if I didn't get the objective, I would still most likely table him at this point and get the 20-0 anyway. But now he can actually flank charge my unit with his remaining tower guardians that should have ran off the table. Also, my tree father fluffed and didn't kill the repeater bolt thrower, and my dancers killed the other one. This is a close-up of his turn 5 after charges. His guardians is in my flank, but he is actually touching my general, so I will most definitely win that fight. Things are going fast at this point, because I have already won. I kill the guardians, I reform and watch the center. I had in my turn 5, I think, because I fucked up some things there. I turned my tree woman around so she could charge his BSB if he moved into the center there with a die with the number 5 on it. But he flew his BSB so he could charge my bunker in his turn. But I moved up as far as I could and thought that if he charged me, I would most likely stick. I think I had the general close enough by, so I would stick on a 10, I think, rerollable. And I lost my champion to a dangerous terrain test, but I could sacrifice one of my wizards for staying. Magic phase, I got enough dice to hurt him, but it was a bit scary to use dice at this point because I had already won the game and I was trying to win with as much as possible. I ended up casting a lightning storm on him. I think he stopped Thunderbolt, and I don't have a picture of it, but I did enough wound to kill his BSB. At this point he only has his harp is still alive behind some hill or something. So after my turn 6, my opponent has only his harpists left. They are in the pile of models somewhere on the right there, and I had won 20-0, I think, just in the points from my kills, but I also got the secondary objective. For those of you that are still with me, thank you for taking the time off to watch my battle blog. If you liked it, give me a comment. I also have a blog on the Nighthawk forum. Take a look at it, see if it's something you like there. I will slowly try to build it up with battle reports, and yeah, ramblings and reflections on different topics of the hobby. Okay, see you later.